Hello, everybody. Hope you all had a good day yesterday. And welcome to a video I have been thinking about for quite some time, for something that I've really wanted to get off my chest for quite some time now, after I thought about it a little bit more. This was brought to my attention yesterday. You guys know that I really enjoyed the James Gunn Superman film. But as you all know, not everyone's really ecstatic about it. Not everyone is its biggest fan or supporter. And that part I understand. However, there's these two particular individuals that saw the movie not too long ago and really trashed it. And those two individuals are quite famous, or should I say infamous, among to a lot of people within the general public. And those people are legendary sports talk show host Mike Francesa and somewhat conservative political commentator Ben Shapiro. For those of you that felt I was praising the movie too much, too bad. It's my opinion. I enjoyed it. Did I think it was perfect? No. Did I really think it was the greatest movie of all time? No. But with that being said, they both trashed the film. Now, people think that I have no respect for other people's opinions, that I have absolutely no regard for the opposition, that I have absolutely no regard for negative reviews. And here's my response to that. Not really true at all. It's how you approach yourself, it's how you express yourself, it's how you are as a person that I judge you. Now, you guys probably have, some of you have known that I'm not a big fan of Ben Shapiro and Mike Francesa. What I will say about their negative reviews of the film is that while they are entitled to their opinion, they have a right to voice their opinion, but at the same time, fuck Mike Francesa and fuck Ben Shapiro. They don't deserve my respect. Why? Because they're scumbags as individuals. They're blowhards. They're snarky as hell. They're obnoxious. They're ignorant and arrogant. And to me, they think they're smarter or better than anybody else. As I said before, they're entitled to their opinion. But fuck them as individuals. As a matter of fact, even if they somehow liked the movie like I did, I still wouldn't have cared for their opinion. I still wouldn't have cared for their reviews. Because of how I view them as individuals. And I've heard a lot of negative reviews about not only this movie, but a lot of the movies that I've loved and cherished throughout the years. Some I thought were good and understandable. Others were meh. Some were like, what the hell did I just read? In other words, some I thought were just plain god awful. You know, I heard that people said that Bencher didn't like the new Batman because it was morally ambiguous. I'm like, isn't that one of the whole parts of the Batman mythos? Part of the Batman character especially? So clearly he doesn't know shit what the hell he's talking about. But even if their negative review was true, even if I didn't like the movie as well, I still wouldn't have cared for their opinion. Because of who they are as individuals. You know, a wise man once said, respect is earned. It's how you come across to people. It's how you express yourself to people. And to me, Mike Francesa and Ben Shapiro are blowhardish douchebags. And if you are fans of them, hey, more power to you. If you like their reviews, more power to you. Me, fuck them as individuals. You can call me ignorant, you can call me arrogant, you can call me stupid, I don't care. You know, I've heard, it's funny. I remember when I met Nick Shine, Knob Deep, and Gene D'Angelo at the Woodbridge Brewery. That I met this woman who thought I was an absolute liar for saying I liked the Beetlejuice sequel. That pissed me off. I wanted to give her an earful, but I kept my cool and I kept my composure. If there's one thing I don't like to be trolled, I don't like to be disrespected, I don't like to be harassed, and I sure as I don't like to be called a freaking liar over voicing a goddamn opinion. Listen, I've seen plenty of positive reviews too for films. A lot of them I thought were very good. Others I thought were terrible too. There was one positive review from a Comic to Quick Test where I didn't like how ferociously he was bashing other people who are conservative. I thought that was a bit out of line. Now, with that being said, though, so yeah, people are entitled to voice their opinion. Pardon me if I get a little too emotional, it's because I'm passionate, and I'm entitled to be passionate. I also judge people by the content of their character. You know, I remember watching Jeremy John's review, and he didn't really give two shits about the film. He's entitled to his opinion. I remember when I went to a dance at JFK Hospital with my ex-girlfriend. One guy thought Captain America the Winter Soldier was the worst Captain America film. He only liked it when the Winter Soldier showed up. I love Captain America the Winter Soldier movie and the comic, but that's a different story for another time. But the point is, I do cherish other people's opinions. I do care about the opposition. I do care about the other side. It just comes down to how you come across to me. You know, legendary filmmaker Martin Scorsese does not like the Marvel Cinematic Universe at all whatsoever, was never a fan of it. But I think the only Marvel movies he liked were the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. You know, he's entitled to his opinion too. So the bottom line is that, you know, I do care about the opposition. Sorry if I do allow my emotions to get the best of me, but I'm a very passionate person. So, I'm a very passionate guy. And maybe I do need to do a better job controlling my passion, but nonetheless, even if they liked the film, I still wouldn't have cared. That's the way I feel. I trust Chris Stockman because he seems like a cool guy. I respect Eric Quinones for very calm. He seems like a cool dude. And I respect Christopher Bennett, aka the Mount Vernon kid. He seems like a cool dude. Do I agree with him and everything? Hell no. A lot of people think The Dark Knight's the best superhero film of all time. I sure as hell don't. I think it's one of the best, but not the best. Hell, I have known people that love Joe Schumacher's Batman and Robin. And to me, that movie sucks. But hey, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. And yes, I know some of them stink, but let me tell you, if every opinion stunk, opinions would be worthless. So, there's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this interesting video, and I'll see you guys later on tonight. Today, I should say. Peace.